in 1971, my life changed when I met the gentleman by the name of Sherwood Cryer. He approached me with the idea of doing a club. He had this club on Spencer Highway, and it was called Shelley's. He said if I would join him with this club, he would change the name of it to Gilley's. I said, I like it. He made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I went into business with him, and sure enough, it was one of the best moves I ever made. Because right after we opened the club up, it became successful almost overnight. I acquired a little local TV show on Channel 39 in Houston. I'm doing this little TV show. And in 1972, I walked in the club one night, and the lady said, had the jukebox in the old nightclub, Gilley's. She said, today on your TV show, you did my favorite song. And I said, what was it? She said, she called me baby all night long. I said, yes, ma'am, that's a Harlan Howard tune. She said, I know, I'm in the jukebox business, and that record's out of print. I want you to record it for me. I said, for what? She said, I got 300 jukeboxes. I'm going to put it on every one of them. It'll be good for you in the club. I went in the studio to record She Called Me Baby in 1973. And for the flip side, I casually turned to the band. I said, let's do the old song, Room Full of Roses. They said, how does that go? I played it for them on the piano. They wrote a little chart on it. I started on the song again, when they turned the recorder on. I got about 35, 40 seconds into the song. I stopped, and I said, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't do this song. It's going to sound too much like my cousin, Jerry Lee Lewis. And the bass guitar player looked over at me and he says, who cares? Nobody's ever going to hear it. It's the B-side. And you know what? You got a point. I wasn't thinking like that,
Right.
So I recorded it. And I never will forget, because when the record was released in 1973 in Houston, it didn't go number one until 74 nationally. But in Houston, it was on a little bitty small label called Astro Records.
Right.
And I took it to the radio station, KENR. Mm-hmm. Bruce Nelson was the program director. Bless his heart, he's passed away now. I took it to him. He was the program director of KENR, and I took it to him, and I said, when you do the ads on Gilley's, is there any chance you play one of these songs? He said, which side do you want me to play? I said, it doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. I didn't think either one of them was, anywhere close to being a national hit from Mickey Gilley. And he says, listen to both sides of the record. Listen to She Called Me Baby. And then he turned it on and listened to Room Full of Roses. He says, I think I kind of like that flower song. I said, good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, is he hearing something I'm not hearing? He played it, and the phones lit up. And next thing I knew, I couldn't keep the record company in stock. I jumped on a plane and I went to Nashville, thinking I'm gonna walk into it. This was in the last of 1973, going into 74. It already came out and made a splash in Houston. Every record company in Nashville turned it down. And I was getting ready to leave, and air let out of my wings.
Yeah.
I was deflated. I called Eddie Kilroy, because I'd known him for a long time. He was doing promotional work for other record labels. And he says, what are you doing in Nashville? And I told him I was there because I had Room Full of Roses. It was a big record in Houston. I can't get a record company to take it nationally. And I said, probably going to lose it now, like I did Lonely Wine with Paul Berlin made it a hit in Houston. And he says, I got a company that'll take it. I said, who? He says, Playboy Records. And I screamed at him on the phone. I said, are you kidding me? You're telling me that Hugh Hefner's in the record business? I said, I knew he had a magazine.
Right.
We jump on an airplane and we fly to Los Angeles, and a guy by the name of Tom Takayoshi, I never will forget, he was running the record label. And he heard the record, and he wanted to get into the country business, because he had contacted Eddie Kilroy previously to that, us flying up there, He told me, he said, you need a master that's a proven hit. And they took that record and released it, and it came on Billboard at 75 and never missed a beat. It jumped anywhere from 10 to 15 slots every week, went number one.